Yeah, hi there, Pip. Sorry, this has taken a fair bit. There was a bit of a discrepancy between what the surveyor had, what was on the original plan, um, and I just wanted to get that right because what I've discovered is, I'll just delete this. Sorry, just give me a second. What I've discovered is this is the existing plan. Now, if I go to the 3D, um, I'll just explain what's what here. So obviously there's the existing structure. I am just going to hide. Okay, so the green is the property boundary. Okay, that's the fall of the land is the green. So that's your boundary. So this is your notional boundary on this side, meaning the governed boundary between the two lots. Well, between the two sites, of course. Um, so that's the boundary, that's the slope of the land as per the surveyor's file. Now, the red is just an indicative indication of the building setbacks. So it's 1 meter at the back, 1 meter on the sides, and 3 meters on the front. Okay, so I'll just hide that, get that out of the way. Now, these guys are called height to boundary. Now, what they are is basically on every single boundary, you go up 2.5 meters and on a 45-degree angle. So you can actually see that the current house, not on this little section, but the main roof structure and even the carport, they're actually in fringe. And I did a check against the original plans, which does tie in, because if you look at the original plans, you'll see that it actually did infringe back in the day. So you ended up getting a resource consent. Well, maybe not you, but whoever built the house initially got a resource consent to get this approved. So yeah, you'll see it there again. It's capturing there. So it's clipping the top. So look, so in a nutshell, what that means is if you do not touch any of the structure that is related to the height to boundary infringement. So let's just say, for example, we didn't touch this upper level roof and we didn't touch the carport at all. And however, we pushed out the bottom. Made it bigger on the bottom and on the ground floor. If we were under these height to boundaries, and if we were within the building setback walls, which I was talking about before, then all it would mean would be that we just need a building consent. Okay, straightforward, done, dusted. That's it, building consent. If we were within the red walls and if we were within the height to boundary regs. Okay, now. And look, apologies, I don't have the windows 100% right. I was actually banking on when I saw you before when I was planning to come and see you before lockdown. I was going to grab all the windows off the plan because they're actually varied. Your designer, your previous designer that did all the plans, they are way different from the actual house plans themselves. So I was going to do a walk around and grab them, which is not a major. I can still do it. So I guess the big question is, are we looking at actually upgrading this roof? Are we actually looking at changing this roof line from the front? And if we are, then no matter what we do, we're going to trigger a resource consent. Then it's a case of, well, if you're going to trigger a resource consent upstairs, you may as well do whatever you want downstairs within reason of the building setback, because you are going to trigger the height to boundary regs. We might as we could do whatever addition we want to do. Now, there's two things with the resource consent. The first option is to lodge a resource consent application with council. Their planners will assess it. You do not have to have your neighbour's signature, which I'm guessing you'd probably stay away from. And it would be up to the discrepancy of the town planner to decide whether they'd grant it or not. Just from experience, you would definitely get this granted. Even if you pushed out, if you redid this roof, it is minor compared to what I've gotten across the line before. It's very minor. It is the south side, so they take that into consideration. And you're not really impeding their daylight angle, their sun. That's option one, is to leave it in the council's hands. Option two is a lot quicker and streamlined, is if you got your neighbour's approval, then council would almost just tick the box and provide you the resource consent. And I'm guessing the second option is not an option, seeing that he's a bit of an arsehole, to put it lightly. So really, option one is to lodge it with the council as a resource consent application. Now, what does that do? Timing wise, it can take 20 working days. Cost wise, it's about $5,000, around about $5,000 to get it across the line. So a bit more time and more, obviously, more money for the application itself. But other than that, you lodge the resource consent, then we wait for the resource consent to get approved, then we lodge building consent. That's kind of typically the way to do it. Now, what I've done is I'll just work through the plans. So obviously you got your ground floor, and again, apologies for the windows if I don't have them 100%. It's just they just placeholders for now, but it all is to size. The upper floor is as per, and the basement, I may have this slightly wrong. Again, I was going to take photos when I was on site, but I couldn't. So that's the existing plans. Okay, so if I jump to the proposed plans, and this is just a draft, Pip, so if you feel you don't like it, anything you don't like, you tell me, and obviously we can make as many revisions as possible. Now, I took your plan, and yes, I agree, to create another bedroom on the side. We've got a wardrobe. We've got a bathroom with the laundry combined. Now, I didn't know if that was a deal breaker or not, if you wanted it separate. The only little slight adjustment I've made is, rather than coming off the main wall, we're almost creating a little hallway around the back so that you can access the laundry and the bedroom, rather than having these openings off the main lounge wall. Then a nice window in the hallway to allow heaps of light coming through. High level strip windows, which I'll explain to you in a moment. Very sort of cool, very architectural, will look really nice. Large glazing there. The lounge pushing out by 1580 on that side. Now, look, you might look at that and just go, shit, we're going way too crazy. We need to scale it back. I'm just sort of painting a picture of, this is how you'd get a bedroom, a bathroom, a laundry, extend the lounge. The lounge layout would change. I'll work on that. But for now, it's just really sussing out the structure. So that's the ground floor. The upper floor, I've made some changes here. So I saw your plan. Yes, getting the bath in there, ideal. Vanity toilet, nice walk-in shower, large walk-in shower, like a meter wide, nice walk-in shower. Horizontal window. Now, I know in your plan you had I think it was shoes. Yeah, I saw shoes, and I can try and squeeze a spot in there, but it's gonna be really tight on the bathroom. So I don't know if we're gonna get a shoe spot there. But I was thinking, well, you could have a wraparound walk-in wardrobe. Cavity slide into the walk-in wardrobe, whether you're gonna have a door or not. Large size window, match. Cavity slide into the bathroom. Now the walk-in wardrobe, whether you'd like a window on this wall or a skylight, window in there for the view, I guess. So that's the upper floor. That's the ground floor, and I will send you these on a PDF just after this video. And Justin will drop them off tomorrow once I've sent them to him for printing, which will be tonight. So that's all good. Now the downstairs, I haven't done that yet for the proposed, because I just want to run something past you. But basically, yeah, if you didn't want the laundry sort of in the bathroom, we could just have a nice set of folding bifold doors that stack away and stack across, that hides the bathroom from the laundry. In terms of how far we go, well, we're going out, obviously that's the old wall, so we're going out this distance. Now, in terms of the bathroom size, in terms of the bedroom size, you are looking at a size of 4250. So that's a good size master actually. And if we went the other way, which after the 3.7 going that way, so it's a good bedroom. It's a good bedroom size. Wardrobe in there, backing onto on the bathroom, which obviously cuts some noise down. And the rest, yeah, again, like we can play with the windows and doors, new, old, whatever. Extend the deck across, and I'll just show you what I came up with in terms of the roof line. So I'll go around this way. So yes, the height to boundary is catching the addition, but like I was saying before, is if we are touching the existing roof up top and we're going to trigger resource consent, we may as well do what we want to do on the ground floor and come up with a new plan. So I thought having the roof slope that way, which would be really cool, because in the lounge we could actually have the roof line higher to draw your attention to this corner. It might just make it feel a bit nicer with the ceiling going higher. Bedroom could be a flat ceiling or a sloped ceiling, really. It does add a bit more, it's a bit more interesting. Extend the deck. Then I thought we could have like some sort of timber fin detail, or whether the wall actually just continued past as a screen, because you don't, this side's not that important. High level window in the bedroom if you wanted. High level window in the bathroom / laundry. Upstairs, nice large window. High level window in the shower. Could be like it's in the shower, but it's also forming a shelf as well. Nice high level in the bathroom, letting light in. The entry, so you can see I've kind of got these sort of timber fins, and the roof overhangs the entry, so it still looks like a really cool entry. The upstairs roof, just nice and simple. It actually just slopes the same way, and yeah, nice. And now the thing is, would you leave this in? Would you leave the carport in? You could if you wanted to. There's no issue with leaving that in. It's obviously just a curved roof, and then you've got the mono pitch roofs, which doesn't look too bad. But yeah, the biggest thing is if we touch the top, then I would say we do then what we want to do on the rest of the floors. I haven't done the ground on the basement. I call it the basement, but I haven't done a proposed layout for that, because what I wanted to ask you was, yeah, obviously we can move this wall to the exterior, so that I think that's the way you definitely do it to get light in. I think that needs to be pushed out to there, which I will do. Just wanted to show you another design for the roof, and it's not to say that this other one's better, it's just to maybe potentially rule it out as a process of elimination. So what I've done is, this is probably more a typical sort of cedar style aluminium, like it's very modern. So you got your square sort of, the walls are framed up, so it's very square. Along the front you've got this sort of wall that comes across. I'll just hide a few things in here, just give me a second, just to make it easier to view. Yeah, so it's very sort of modern, low level, but I know you said you quite liked the mono pitch roofs, and to be honest, these are, put it this way, going back to this, for some reason this has a real stigma to people of leaky homes, because the roof's on the inside. And obviously the gutters then frame it out, and it's a very common design. We've done a lot of it lately with new products. It's fine, it's just some people that don't understand have an issue with it. So Time's just about to run out on the video, but